You want me to explain what happened last stream? No, it's impossible. I can't. Too much happened. My mind was blown. Ooh. Ooh, this track playing is very good. Ooh. Let's see what's at the reading table. Holy shit. What the hell happened? Off the record, I was thumbing through the hideaway ledgers at Otto's behest, and might have come across something that might need your attention. Maybe. And by that I mean immediately. Okay.
Trouble with the ledgers. Shouldn't he be asking Otto for help?
Is somebody embezzling hideaway funds? Wahoo! Clive, something ain't right with that hound of yours. When it pleases your lordship, come pay me a visit at the toll. Wait, what? That's not funny. Don't say that. Don't say that about Torgal.
What could be wrong with Torgal? He seemed well enough when I last saw him.
Cheers for your help dragging Blackthorn out of the dumps the other day. Thing is, I reckon he's gone and thrown himself back in, judging by the droop of his jowls lately. So I'm thinking maybe it weren't just the leather what was on his mind. Maybe there's other demons jabbing their pitchforks into his privates. I know you're a busy bloke, but next time you find yourself free, maybe we could go ask the old bastard what's got him so hot and bothered.
Hopefully it's nothing. But I should speak to Blackthorn just in case.
Potentially more equipment. Blacksmith's blues. We got a set of equipment last time we did it, so I would assume we're probably going to get something else. Okay, greetings from the Crimson Caravans. Eloise, I trust you and your party gained the Dominion without further event. Should travels ever bring you back to the market and put you in need of additional assistance, you will find the Crimson Caravans more than happy to oblige. We might even offer a discount. Okay. Cursebreaker intelligence. The reports from our brothers and sisters afield are all the same. These accursed skies not only appall over the land, but over the hearts of her people. Hearts already heavy from the fall of the Dominion and the destruction of the Storm's final mother crystal. For now, the realm endures, but with each new floor, do her few remaining children descend further into madness. The situation is, as ever, dire. Fresh wings shall find you on the new moon's turning. Until then, our watch continues. May the crystal's curse be broken. Sheesh. Quite the mess. Word out of Twinside is that there's little left of the capital after the Mad Prince's royal tantrum. But what of you and yours? Did you manage an escape before the city went tits up? I trust you did, but a stolus might be good to set elf mind at ease. Okie dokie. Hey, put a shirt on. Got no privacy around here?
Did you see the pair that got hauled into tires?
Aye, all their fancy silk stained red.
I got your note. You think something's wrong with Torgal?
So you can read. Congratulations.
Oh, hey now.
But I didn't say I were wrong with him. I said something weren't right. He's not been eating me treats. He used to love cracking the bones from Molly's boiled brown, but now he won't so much as look at them. Didn't like him. Which is why I'm of a mind that his mind's on something else. You've not been working him too hard, have you?
No harder than usual. Is that it, boy? Do you need a rest?
What was it you said he was? A frost wolf?
That's what the lawsman seems to think.
Then maybe this all has something to do with whatever it is that's woken inside him.
I suppose things have been different since Rosalith. Perhaps Hippocrates knows something.
Instead of everything, you mean? Perhaps.
I need to get him cold treats. Don't worry about it.
It seems the hideaway has lost its appetite. Can you blame them with the skies?
Yeah, see, we're at the part of the JRPG where the skies have changed color, and it's just like a looming darkness, so you know we're nearing the end.
Is a storm coming, Sid?
Lawsman, I need to ask you about Torgal. Something's not right with him.
He isn't ill, is he?
I don't think so. But according to Lady Karen, he seems to have lost his appetite, which is certainly a new development. She says he's hardly been touching his bones of late, and she believes it may have something to do with what happened at Rosalith Castle.
I rather think she might be right, though not about his appetite. All canids are instinctively inclined to crack open bones for the rich marrow that resides within, and I see no reason why a frost wolf should be any different. Accordingly, I suspect it is not a lack of appetite that afflicts Torgal, but a surfeit of it. If we assume that his newfound magics require additional nourishment to sustain, it may well be that the bones Lady Karen is accustomed to providing are no longer sufficient. Frost wolves, after all, habitually prey upon far larger animals, whose bones may yield altogether different nutrients. As to where one might find a suitable substitute, some antelopes that graze the meadows of eastern Rosaria have been known to grow to a size more than double that of their lesser cousins.
I don't recall ever seeing any that large.
And little wonder. The oldest and largest such creatures rarely leave the safety of the highlands for fear of predators. The last elder antelope sighting I recall hearing about took place near Cressida, and that was long before the village was abandoned.
Even so, it seems like a good place to start.
Interesting.
Good hunting, Clive.
Is it like an actual hunt I gotta go do? Slay elder antelopes. Damn. That's okay, Torgal. Goots.
Thanks for not leaving me in the Dominion. If you hadn't come back, I might still be stuck there.
You would
I
have been
told Nan we
dead?
flew back on the Phoenix, but she walloped me for telling fibs. Can you tell her it was the truth, Clive?
Blackthorn, do you have a moment?
Not really, no.
This won't take long. I just wanted to ask how you're getting on. August was worried about you, that you might still be doubting your craft, even after learning the trick of that cuirass. Is there something else weighing on your mind? Perhaps sharing your thoughts might help.
That bastard's like a dog with a bone. Still, you've got a keen eye, I'll give him that. He's just, well, Karen showed me something. Something I've never seen before.
And that was?
A sword. An odd-looking thing with a single-edged blade. The metal itself wasn't anything to write home about, but fuck me, the edge on it. You could slice a man clean in two with a weapon like that, and he'd be halfway home before he even realised he'd been cut.
So that's what's troubling you.
The Genji blade.
No. Not troubling me exactly. More distracting. Can't stop thinking, how do you get an edge that sharp? It's driving me mad.
And if you knew how to do it, we could arm the curse breakers with even better blades.
That's about the size of it, yeah.
I'll see what I can find out. Sharper swords are always welcome, and we can't have our master blacksmith being distracted.
You're a soft touch, you know that. But I can't say I'm not grateful for it. Good luck, eh?
Thank you. Let's see what Karen knows about this sword.
I just spoke to her. Gotta talk to her again? She's so sassy.
You're looking well, Karen.
What do you want? Out with it.
See?
I want to know about the sword you showed Blackthorn. Single-edged and extremely sharp.
Running around after him again, are you?
I suppose I am, yes. But I need to help him find out how to work an edge like that. It's driving him to distraction.
Little wonder, I suppose. There's not many like that make it as far as the twins, and those that do go straight into private collections. Which made it nice and easy finding a buyer.
Can you tell me who bought it? Where is it now?
You think I tell people who my clients are? Suppose you're not likely to go nicking him off me, are you now? Fine. If you stop mooning at me like that. Lord Ignac's the man you want. Dalmekian bloke. Collects weapons and the like. And he's got more money than sense, which is why he's one of my favourite clients. Reckon he'll still be at the inn in Dalamil, where I left him.
Thank you, Karen.
Oh, and he's a touch eccentric, if you take my meaning.
I appreciate the warning.
Still alive, are you?
I'd say we're the end of the world.
The whole realm's in chaos. But as the old saying goes... Go on, then. You'll not find a better price than that.
Last elixir. Is it the easiest elixir to procure? No, but it is the last one you'll ever need. Upon KO, automatically restore all HP, fills limit gauge, and increases attack bar by 10% and defense by 30% for 60 seconds. Cool.
Come again.
I'll buy
Or
that
don't.
eventually. I'll buy that
Not much
eventually.
bothered either way.
Trouble with your gear, or... Not saying Fordian, do you?
Great burn. Lingered there no warmth nor smoke, but in his light did burn both flesh and bone.
Not bad, if I do say so myself. That it?
Oh shit, that sword looks thick.
To what do I owe the honour? You ever wonder where the hell that blade? The edge on that thing.
The edge on that
Fretting
thing.
about
Fook me.
disguise. Unless that is...
You
do
never able
what
to
you
get the
need
last
do,
elixir to
Clive.
fob? Certainly did.
Did you see the pair that got hauled into tires?
Aye.
Did you see that?
More hunts. Oh no.
I can hardly lift my arms. The curses.
Is there anything we can do? It doesn't feel right sitting around waiting for the world to right itself.
A hunter must hunt. A hunter must hunt.
All this fuss over a few dark clouds.
That's it then.
You'd think the
I'm
people here in
buggered. Here, Sid. Reckon you might be just the man to help me out of a bit of bother, if you've a mind to.
Let's hear it.
Well, it's about this alembic the chief's got me making. Lovely bit of kit it is. Bung in a solution you want splitting, and it will separate it out, just like that. Problem is, it won't always get rid of all the impurities. And with some of the stuff we need it for, that ain't good enough. Which is why I've been looking for something to filter the liquid we'll be cooking off. And that's where I was hoping you could help me out.
Yes.
I imagine Ty could get some use out of this alembic too. Distilling medicines and the like. Alright. Why not?
Proper job!
So what exactly do you need for this filter?
Nothing but bomb ash'll do, says the chief. Gave me a sample she'd obtained from the university stores. Couldn't believe my eyes. You pour the blackest blight water through it, and it comes out clear as a mountain stream. So, I did a bit of reading about where I might be able to get hold of some. And do you know what I found out? It's only the blimmin' bones of a bomb king. They leave them behind when they die, see?
Of course.
I take
a bomb
it that's
king.
where I come in.
Or had to deal with one of those
If
shitheads.
you wouldn't mind. I saw a billet on the hunt board for one just the other day. Would have gone myself, but, well, fighting dirty great balls of flame isn't exactly my forte. You, on the other hand...
Alright. I'll see what I can do.
Thank you kindly. And a good hunting, eh?
I'm interested to see what that unlocks. Okay, now I'll go speak with Gout. Whatever the heck his name is. I don't think I want to talk to Otto yet. Let's do a bunch of these side quests, get those out of the way.
Clive, did you get my letter?
That's why I'm here.
Yeah, can you not send letters when I run by you every day?
Otto won't be listening.
Is this better?
A little. Listen, I've some bad news. It turns out the hideaway may be slightly behind in its payment to certain lenders, and it may be my fault. But I swear to the goddess, I thought I had the numbers square. Sadly, that square turned out to be more of a circle.
Cool. Tell him to look at the sky and say, we'll worry about
Zero,
it later.
you might say. I can straighten it out, I swear, but it's going to take some time, and I'm going to need help keeping it from Otto.
Bit late for that, I'd say.
There you are! What a surprise!
So let me get this straight. You forget to pay our lenders what they're due, and instead of coming straight to me, you get Clive to come to you. You know, he'll dig you out of the hole you've dug for yourself. Clive, the man in charge of the place you've been cheerfully trying to bankrupt. And you thought this was a cunning plan. Why? Well, who needs paying?
Oh, just Martha. And the dame. And, well, Lady Karen. But only 500 talents.
We owe 3 of our most trusted friends 5 million gil.
Each. 5 million each. They lent us the bulk of the money we used to rebuild the hideaway, you see, and, well, I must have made some sort of oversight.
Those ledgers were my responsibility, and it was my decision to entrust them to you. This is my fault.
Do we have that much to hand? I can always ask my uncle.
No, we don't. And no, you won't. We've lightened Lord Rosfield's purse enough. After the king's ransom we had off him, he deserves better than to see our begging bowl. Besides, we'll need to learn to stand on our own if we're gonna make this work.
Yo, but Anki will do it
All
for
right.
us.
But that doesn't mean you have to shoulder the burden yourself. Is there anything I can do to help?
There might be. How'd you fancy taking these to Martha and the dame?
Rocks.
Rocks, he says. Worth 1,000 talents apiece, these are. A little something Sid and I set aside for when times got lean. And I reckon 15 million in overdue debt probably qualifies. I just hope our associates' eyes are a bit more discerning than yours.
I'm sure there will be.
Should be me making the rounds, really. But you know how it is with this place. Orders to bark, arses to wipe, and all that.
I know. Which is why I don't mind going in your place.
Go. Do you know why I only gave Master Clive here 2 star rubies?
Because you'd rather Lady Karen killed me.
Because I'd rather Lady Karen killed you. Yes.
Well, I suppose this is goodbye then.
Don't worry. I'm sure Karen will understand.
Really? Do you think so?
No, I don't.
You all deserve this, by the way.
Fancy a look at the list, do you? Anything catch your eye?
Okay, and then we
Think
got
you can
a
help?
shit ton in Delmacia.
Are you making them skies then?
Don't worry about it for now. Let's ask our little buddy. A Cursebreaker aiming for the Imperial chase took a wrong turn into a nearby wood, within which she discovered the ruins of a fallen airship. And within them, a beast akin to a great ball of fire that chased her screaming from the grove. The soldier later identified the creature in an almanac of echoes, but was firm in her insistence that the bomb she saw was near 10 times the size of the one depicted therein. Oh no, the 9 of knives, now I gotta deal with the 10 of clubs. Merchants who ply their trade across the fields of Karava tell of an outlaw 5 and 20 hands high, and mighty of thew who preys upon unescorted travelers. They claim he lives alone in one of the many abandoned villages that litter the region, but none have been brave nor foolish enough to narrow the search any further. If you who read this have either, or both of those qualities, the Dhalmekians beg your aid. The Megeth brothers? A lone rowing boat has been sighted making land off the coast of Port Isolde. Its occupants wearing the garb and speaking the language of Iron Kingdom crusaders. One can only assume that they come to take their vengeance upon Sid the Outlaw for destroying that which they hold most dear. We advise against all travel to the area, lest they think to kill or capture our members in retaliation. Ruin reawakened. Samberqual legend tells of a dread dragon who sent near half the realm alight with his torrid breath, before being sealed away behind a magical mist by Gregor herself, some sources claim. Though it has long been forgotten which parts of the tale are true and which are mere myth, recent reports of a great dragon's roar reverberating around the woodland passes of the Empire are real enough. Okay, well. We can deal with these. Let's go here, the Croc, Sambrek. Oh, but first thing is first, I kind of forgot about this. Bahamut has been channeled. Okay. Interesting. I'm gonna do that for now, I think. Try a Bahamut. And then... Oh! Never mind. I ain't going anywhere till I talk to Otto. Okay.
Otto, how fares the realm?
The realm? Oh, she's just fine. As long as you look past the fat storms out mother crystals and her skies are a roiling cesspit.
And Gav?
He's with your uncle in the Free Cities, helping Mid with her project. Sent an owl their way the moment the winds turned foul. Still waiting on a reply, though.
Do you have any good news?
Well, that depends on your definition of good.
All right, fine. What do you suggest we do?
Oh, no, I'm just the messenger. I leave the scheming to those more suited to the task. Could be that Lady Vivian and Old Tomes have their own thoughts on the current state of things. Could be that they don't. It certainly can't hurt to ask.
I suppose not.
Oh yeah, they're like, no, you're doing this.
How is it that every one of your little excursions presages some inexplicable catastrophe?
I don't know.
Not that you are to blame for the Dominion's fate. No one could have predicted the actions of the Crown Prince.
I'm sorry I couldn't save your home.
My countrymen are stronger than you think. A few toppled clock towers won't break their spirits. They'll be back on their feet in no time.
I hope so.
Look at us. Bluer than a pair of bog crabs. Tempting though it may be, sulking will not help us find a solution to this mess.
You believe there's one to be found?
I don't know. But I am certain we're more likely to find it if we first examine the facts.
Yeah, map time. Oh, the blight is bad. Holy shit.
Beneath these darkened skies, fear and confusion reign over Valisthea. Oh, the lands around the fallen mother crystals had already begun to wilt for want of ether. But not like this. Crystals that filled wells and fueled furnaces, now nothing but pretty shards of rock. And those that hang from the people's necks cast nary a glimmer of light to keep the dark at bay. It is only a matter of time before the common folk convince themselves that the end of days is upon us. Yet I fear a swift end is more than we can hope for. While most of the world thirsts for ether, the remainder drowns in it, spawning Akashic in droves. And amidst the hordes of mindless beasts, with magics as like to fail as function, even the strongest nation would falter.
Good God.
Rosaria and the Iron Kingdom teeter on the brink of collapse, while the tragedy in Twinside has all but paralyzed the Holy Empire. Dalmekia fares little better. Rumor has it the ministers fled the capital after the fall of Drake's Fang, leaving their beloved republic to crumble. Waloed, meanwhile, moves in earnest. The Einherjar has been sighted off Storm. The world, in short, is in chaos. It would seem our civilization was nothing but a castle of sand, to be washed away at the whim of the waves.
So there's also just like ether pouring out of the ground, causing Akashic everywhere.
A castle of sand.
Everywhere where it's been.
Not my best flourish, but it seemed fitting. The reports I've received are considerably more blunt in their appraisal. Without the protection of their nations, it will fall to the people to defend themselves against those who would take what is theirs.
Which is only ever going to end one way.
Defending a farmhouse against a band of chocobo thieves is one thing, but pitchforks and palisades will do little to stall an army's advance. Should the King of Wulu deign to invade, there would be none to stop him.
Well,
none but us.
There would be one person to stop him. Come dance, Barnabas. My face when I look around here and I see Odin in the sky coming towards the hideaway. Barnabas. He's on his boat. It's a big boat to carry all that ass.
Is a storm coming soon?
Yeah, Crow.
Will there be thunder?
Will there be thunder? Don't say that. I wish there would be thunder.
Let me guess. You're here about the skies.
Is there anything you don't know, Lawsman?
It doesn't take a court astrologer to augur the obvious. As for what has disturbed the heavens, that, I believe, is a question the Fallen might be better placed to answer than I. And on the 6th day did the gods tear the sun from the firmament, visiting darkness upon their prideful sons and daughters. But I dare say you remember your childhood lessons on the sins of Zemeckis only too well.
You think they're connected? That Ultima was one of the gods responsible?
Well, he has certainly exhibited powers that we mortals would associate with the divine.
There is nothing divine about him.
But he wouldn't be the first god of whom that could be said, now would he? Yet for all the fairy tales that tell of the sins, there is almost nothing in the way of actual historical accounts. Had I the Journal of Moss the Chronicler, I may have been able to tell you more, but alas, I fear all remaining copies have been lost to time. You will forgive me, I hope?
Certainly not. Because there is nothing to forgive. Even without this journal, you've provided us ample wisdom. And we will always be grateful for it. Perhaps Otto will be more inclined to share his thoughts when he hears what the others had to say.
Perhaps. Wee. 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 Oh, wee. Wee. Oh, hello, Jill.
Clive, we have a problem.
Of course.
Only one. That would be a first.
It would. Actually, there are 3. We had as many owls arrive while you were at the shelves. Martha's got a Akashic at her gates, and talk of monsters roaming the hills outside of Northreach has put the wind up Isabel and her lot.
And don't forget Dalimil. Lubor says the village was raided by bandits.
When it rains...
It fucking pours. The curse breakers are spread thin, taking stock of the damage in the Dominion. And even if I could get word to all of them, I doubt they'd get here in time to make any real difference. Which means there's only 2 people who can.
Jill and I.
Let them know we're on our way.
Okay. Oh, I can't do quest stuff. You frickers? Okay. Is it still only going to let me go to certain areas? What do I have here still? Yeah, I was thinking that as well, Prince. Sambrick, okay. Let's just go here and see.
First, we find Isabel.
I can go down into Mornbroom now. I couldn't before. Wonder how Lostwing is doing. You know, with the black shields at their gate. Dude, where the heck is the croc at? Is it down here, maybe? Hmm.
Heard a bloke saying he saw ghosts.
I saw it with my own eyes.
I can't do it.
My lord, my lady.
We received the dame's message. There have been sightings of strange creatures, I understand.
With the blue eyes. Yes. Like a Kashik, but different.
Different?
They've taken so many. I've lost count.
Akashic, but different.
Ultimus thralls. And what of your mistress? Is she here?
Oh, no. She went to the garrison to ask what they were planning on doing about all this.
Then we'll look for her there.
Sheesh, there's a lot going on here. This is definitely the most quests I've ever had.
We could leave.
How we doing here, team?
Madame, please! Half the garrison's been slaughtered by those things. We lost the captain this very morning.
We've tried requesting reinforcements, but there's been no word from the capital or the Dominion in days. What more would you have us do?
I would have you do your duty. Those at the Vale look to me for protection. And protect them I shall. Because they are my charges, and that is my duty. In case you have forgotten, the people of this town are your charges. But more than that, they are your people. Your sisters, your brothers, your lovers. So you have a choice. Lay down your sword and watch as they are slaughtered, or take it up and do what is right.
She speaks the truth, you know. This here, it's all we have. It's all that's left.
What we have left is our lives. Do you really want us to lose them as well?
Not if we don't have to. Look, there's a cask under the captain's bunk. Let's talk about this over a drink, eh?
I'm listening.
I'll have a word with him.
Why's the guy walking so slow?
Ah, Clive. I didn't expect help to arrive so quickly. And sought to take matters into my own hands.
It was a noble effort, but I thought you might still need some support.
I'd like you to consider my needs.
Don't be weird.
What we need to consider is where the creatures came from. The way the survivors speak of them, one would think they appeared out of thin air. And perhaps they did. It's hard to know what to believe these days.
We'll talk to the survivors. You're a pikeman, yes? What happened?
I've got family in Moor. I heard the flood was spreading, so I went to see if they were all right. And a pack of them glowing things found me in the meadow. I ran for my life. I never did get to the village.
Leave that to us.
My family. They're still in the capital.
That thing, it took off the captain's head. Before he could even draw his steel.
I'm not going.
Why are you so loud?
Did you see the creatures that attacked you?
Creatures? Yeah, they came out of nowhere. They went for Joseph first, then me, and then they were just gone.
Do you remember where you were?
On the road from Oriflamme. We just passed Moor when... Where's my Joseph?
It's all right. Just rest now. At least we have an idea of where the thralls might be now. We should head for more.
Head for more. I could be wrong, but there could potentially be a hunt around here. For some reason, I feel like
soldiers were carrying another.
He didn't have any legs. Holy shit. No, I think
all they could do to escape.
I think I'm wrong. For some reason, I feel like more. I read more or something. Dude, is it right there? Am I crazy? Oh,
good
sorry.
girl.
Hit the wrong button. I don't think so.
No mistakes.
No. Don't worry about it. Yeah, so there's something, like you can just see the ether overflow happening.
Clive, look.
I see them. With me.
Okay, well that was insane.
Should I prime?
No,
Save your
you're not
strength.
prime.
All yours, Torgal. Down, Torgal. Throw, Torgal. Garuda!
Man, Titan feels so good when you do it correctly.
Get him.
Like parrying is so nice. I mean, that does a lot of damage.
This one.
Yeah, I don't know, but that was doing a lot of damage.
Nice try.
Like, that was doing that Mega Flare level 2 did an insane amount of damage.
Do you think there are more?
There are always more. But I'd say we've done what we can for the time being.
Then we should let Isabel know.
Bro, this is like... The ether floods that are happening, like, near where all the mother crystals were destroyed. It was almost like they were, like, sucking in all the ether, and then when they got destroyed, it just unleashed everywhere. And it's, like, seeping out. This is bad. We got blight, we got ether floods.
You have the town's thanks.
It's cloudy as fuck.
Don't think
This is
it yet.
horrible.
There will be more. Many more. And you'll need to be ready for them.
Oh, we shall. Isn't that right, Captain?
Yes, milady. The garrison will be ready.
Philippe here has convinced most of the men to remain at their posts. For now, at least.
Hearing that the Dane would look kindly on any man who committed himself to the task certainly didn't hurt. It's not the most selfless of motives, I'll admit. But whatever it takes, eh? Now me, I never needed convincing. I became a soldier to protect the people I love. And the people I love include the ones standing before me.
Handsome and chivalrous.
Now, if you don't mind, I have sentries to post. Milady.
Lest you wonder, I'm not foolish enough to believe that this has solved all of my problems. But it has solved one, and that's one fewer than I had this morning. Thank you again, Clive.
I mean, sure, we'll take it. Okay, next. I kind of want to see if I can go down here now, just to see what's over there. I feel like there's got to be something over there.
Ready, go? Run like the wind.
We're not alone.
Okay. So I can go down here. And it just leads to what looks to be like a hunt or something. Is that something in the distance?
straight home now.
Ring of the Marksman. Increases the will damage of magic. Huh, okay. You know, honestly, increases combo damage by 5. I might just put on wind up by 10. That's pretty good. Let's see what's down here. If there's nothing here right now, there will be something here. This looks like a Malboro. A Malboro hunt. It's gotta be. 1000%. Oh shit. Oh shit. Svarog? Oh, what have I done? What have I done?
Thunder. This beast isn't to be trifled with.
Okay. So, I did find something. Svarog, you can just fucking chill out there. Okay, where else? Maybe down into here there's something else? What's this? Eastwatch. I mean, I guess that is one of the hunts that were on the board, the S rank that they talked about, the dragon or whatever. I'll talk about it, or when I see it again. When I go back to the hunt board, I'll read it. Okay, so we can't do that right now. We're locked out. I do want to go down here. Honestly, I can just. I want to see if there's something I missed here. So the reason I went down here was because I knew this was blocked off for like the longest time. So I was like, something has to be down here. Lo and behold, yes. Farrog the ass kicker.
Fly, Ambrosia.
Is this where I'm going? Yeah, sure. Let's see. I wasn't sure if something was going to pop up, because I was like, this definitely looks like a Malboro. Maybe it's a hunt later on. And then when it went cutscene, I was like, uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay, I can go in here now. The Imperial Chase. The Croc right there. Okay, perfect. Hi, buddy. Hi, buddy. You can lay down there. Don't chew the cord.
That'll do, girl.
No, why? Why will that do? Well, that's weird. This is cool. This definitely doesn't look like it could be a path.
Company.
Oh my god, he looks terrifying. The Bomb King!
Look what we have here. Greetings, Your Majesty. Too slow.
All yours, Torgal.
You might want to get out of there, everyone.
That's better. This one.
I got lost in the sauce at the end there. A Balm Amber. Cool.
Your reign is over. Now to collect the ash. I should...
Probably
This looks like the
brought a
stuff.
bucket.
Let's see if there's any more. That should do it. If a wine needs more than this, he can fetch it himself.
I agree. Okay, and we're locked out of that one now. A bone to pick. We can go here. Except... where is that area? Here. I mean, we gotta go here anyways. So. Of course we're going there. God, everybody's just busted open here too.
It's good to see you.
And you, Clive. Jill?
Otto said you'd been attacked by a Akashic. What exactly happened here?
Those skies are what happened. Not long after they fell dark, we had our first visit. There were hundreds of them. Tried to storm the hill. Only a handful made it up here, but that was more than enough. The rest are still down there now. And while we have a few willing fighters holding them back, they're sorely outnumbered.
What do you think, Clive?
That we join the fight.
I thought you'd never offer. Now, where I need you is the Fallen Gate. That's where the fighting is fiercest. Let the men know you've come to help. Something tells me they'll be pleased to see you.
We're on our way.
Sounds like a plan, Martha.
Do you think there were as many as Martha says?
More.
See, I can't go here yet, so I'm sure there's probably something hiding here. Okie dokie. Out this way, I assume.
This man's gonna die if we don't get him to a healer.
Nope, complete opposite direction. Good job, me. It's not showing up on the map because,
You don't think they've abandoned us, do you?
I have too many quests going on. Good down here, team? Doesn't look like it.
Clive, wounded.
We deal with the Akashic first.
Come get me. Come get me, everyone. Come on. Well, I mean, it cleared them out. I do like this is a good way to introduce that Akashic, or it's just like the ether floods are everywhere and everything's getting screwed. Wasn't too bad. Obviously, Mega Flare is really good, but you kind of have to just like float around for 30 seconds. It's not horrible, but it's definitely strong.
These men don't have the look of hired swords.
If you've come to rob this place.
What the hell do you mean? It's
You are mistaken, my Lord Rosfield.
Wade's men.
We're here by Madame Martha's leave.
How do you know my name?
Forgive me, my lord. There wasn't time for introductions. We're with the Guardians of the Flame.
Wade's men? But how did you come to be here? Where is your commander?
Sir Wade left earlier with a scouting party to find out where the Akashic were coming from.
Did he? Take your wounded back to the inn. Martha will see you're looked after. We'll join you anon.
Come on, man.
And to think you took them for thieves. A fine reward for holding off the horde, that is.
When did Wade and his men arrive?
Not long after Rosalith fell. The Guardians asked me to shelter some of them that had lost their homes. They were making ready to leave just as the skies turned, and we agreed it was best we stuck together.
Martha! Trouble! The scouting party's almost at the lift, but they got a pack of Akashics snapping at their heels! And they got wounded with them! They're not gonna make it!
Damn it all.
We'll worry about them, Martha.
You look after everyone here. If any can still fight, send them to the lift.
I will. You two be safe now.
My brothers.
Mad dogs. A lot of them.
What are we fighting here?
Squire, I need you to get those who can still walk up the lift to Martha's. But what about... I didn't ask, Oscar. Sir.
Sir Wade.
Lord Rossfield. If you aren't a sight for sore eyes.
Martha seemed to think you might need some help. And by the looks of it...
We thought we could sneak by them. But we didn't know there would be so many. How could we have?
Behind you!
Ah!
Damn it! We need to get
He's
the injured to
moving.
Do you think we can hold them off?
We can certainly try. Are you with us, Sir Wade?
Always.
Then let's do our duty.
Over here!
I broke the game. Torgal buddies.
Is anyone hurt?
I don't think so.
And yet again, you've pulled me from the flames. It's just a pity I keep walking into them.
You've never been one to shy away from danger, Sir Wade. Like any shield worthy of the name.
I see you're all in one piece.
Martha!
Is something wrong?
The lookout saw smoke coming from down Eastpool way. Too thick to be a hearth.
A second horde.
Feel like finishing the job?
Always.
Holy hell, we had to do one fight
Jill and I will make for Eastpool.
with Isabel.
You'll need to move the injured without us.
Don't you worry about them.
The moment my men are safe, I'll follow. Good luck.
Oh, there's no room here, buddy. You gotta lay down. Hey. Hello.
Just patch me up as quick as you...
Oh, look at these little shits.
They're headed for the rest.
We have to slow them down. Martha and the others won't be ready.
I'll slow them down. Don't worry.
Over here! Get him!
No! Gone too far, Ultima.
Get him! Over here! All yours, Torval! Muhammad!
Honestly, I don't think this move's horrible, but I'm not sure if it's great.
Something's coming.
Apologies, my lord. Did I miss anything?
Only the first round, Sir Wade. Shall we? Too slow.
Too bad. When I can time up my abilities really good, I can do a lot of damage. Very quick.
Do you see any more?
No. I think that was the last of them.
But it won't be long before the next lot arrive.
Then we make for Martha's while we can.
Well, this just sucks. I mean, like, we can't be everywhere at once. They're just gonna keep coming. This is gonna be bad.
What did you find out there?
The same as Sir Wade. Scores of Akashic.
Well, wherever they came from, they're gone now. Our lookouts say the lowlands are clear. Hopefully we'll have enough time to lick our wounds.
How many of your men were injured?
A damn sight less than if you hadn't turned up. Thank you.
It was a hard-fought victory. But as long as the skies remain dark, I fear the Akashic's numbers are only going to rise. It's not a matter of if the Horde will be back, but when. And whether that's sooner or later, we'll need to be ready. The inn here affords a good view of the land, and is easily defendable. I'd like to make this one of our outposts.
What do you say, Martha? You'd have more men to guard the rest.
Well, when you put it like that, of course they can stay.
Nice. A guardian's scarf. Oh, displayed in Clive's chamber, symbol of trust, loyalty, and undying friendship. For as long as the firebird's flames burns in our hearts, the duchy cannot die. Oh, that's fantastic.
My lord, there's someone I'd like you to meet. Oscar, over here. It is an honor to make your acquaintance, Lord Rossfield. I am Oscar. Oscar of House Murdoch.
Murdoch? I wasn't aware the Lord Commander had children.
Oh, he didn't. But his brother, my father, did. I am Sir Rodney's nephew. Well, go on, then. It's not for me to ask him. Yes, Sir Wade. If it please you, my Lord Marquis, might you take me as your squire? I would learn the duties of a shield from the finest.
I'm sorry to disappoint you.
Yeah, we don't really have room for
But
this.
I'm a shield no longer. Nor was I ever the finest. And spending time in the company of an outlaw hardly seems a fitting education for one aspiring to take his oaths.
My Aunt Hannah once told me that a man is not defined by his title, but what he does in its name. You have accomplished much since taking on the mantle of Cid, winning no little honor in so doing. And I would sooner serve under an honorable outlaw than an unworthy shield. Not that Sir Wade and the other guardians are... I mean to say that, they're... It's all right. We know what you mean. There is only so much the boy can learn from me, my lord.
But a squire...
Would that really be so bad? You were a squire once. And I'm certain Sir Rodney would approve.
Know that I'll show you as much leniency as your uncle showed me.
I would not have it any other way.
Does he just follow us around now?
I will not let you down, Lord Rossfield. You or my uncle. We shall be staying here for the time being, and not just for the ale. I'll have one of my men escort Oscar to Benimir once he's said his farewells.
Welcome to the team, Oscar. Now, we could honestly probably head over here and just do this quick. Since we're here.
ain't the finder.
And some of your numbers served as shields.
I need some healing. That's not healing. God, I really just don't want to fight. I'd rather just get to where I'm going.
Time to fight.
No, I just said not time to fight. No. Leave me alone.
Well, it's certainly quiet. If I were a giant antelope, it would seem like just the place. I doubt we'll find one bigger than that. You hungry, Torgal?
They're instantly mad. And I guess that's fair.
Let there be light!
Get him!
Booted that antelope. Booted him.
Now. Will it be enough, I wonder? I say that answers my question. Which means we owe the lawsmen our thanks. You're just a big puppy, aren't you? A very big puppy. You do know you can take that with you, Torgal. Lady Karen will be relieved to hear you've got your appetite back. Come on, boy.
Okay, and now off to... Because this is locked, right? We can't do this. Yeah. We gotta head here. To help out our good friend. There he is.
Sid! Oh, your new companion appears much more formidable than your uncle. Should I be worried?
You haven't been introduced.
Jill, Clive has told me much about you.
Nothing good.
All lies, I'm sure.
Your Stolas said that Dalamil has a bandit problem.
Indeed. Although, you're a little late. They left with our food and guild days ago.
Any idea where they went?
The desert's a big place. Your guess is as good as mine. But the fact is, I have more immediate concerns.
What did you say to me? What did you say?
Ah, as if by magic. Let's just say we've yet to reach a consensus about how to solve Dalimil's little problem. And at this rate, it won't be the actions of the bandits which prove to be our undoing. It will be our own. I've tried reasoning with the dissenting parties, but even the Desert Hare has limits.
Perhaps we could talk to them.
What makes you think they'll listen to us?
What makes you think they won't?
She makes a fair point, Sid. And you won't have wasted much of your precious time if you fail. They're just across the courtyard.
Well, this won't be annoying.
Suppose we just follow the shouting.
You wouldn't talk like that if it had been your men whose throats were slit. Blood for blood, it's the only way. We hire mercenaries and have them mount the bandits' heads on our walls as a lesson to the rest.
And what happens when those mercenaries are slaughtered like your men? Are you going to hire more? We're better off using that coin to buy food and supplies. If we hire mercenaries, the only thing we're buying is the bandits' ire. And you cannot fill empty bellies with that. Do you hear me?
We'll do it for free.
But what happens when they come back? Maybe it'll be your throat that's slit.
That's enough. Both of you. Any more of this and I'll throw you out myself. Come back when you're ready to talk like adults.
Victor. What's he doing here?
Sid. And Lady Jill. What brings you here?
I was about to ask you the same thing.
Costness is in chaos, and the markets have all but ceased to operate. The Briar's Kiss here in Dalamil is the only place I can reliably obtain supplies. I was here to do just that when Master Lubor told me of his troubles. He thought I might be able to talk some sense into these fools. But if you're here, I suppose his patience must be waning.
Who are those people?
Those were the thorns in Lubor's side. And the reason this place might be headed the same way as Costness.
I don't even remember where
These
Costas
accursed
was.
skies. The darkness is enough to drive a man to madness. Or an entire city, for that matter.
We're still working on the skies. But in the meantime, perhaps we can find a solution to Dalamil's problems.
I hope so. For all our sakes.
Okay, so this isn't locked anymore. Because I can come here
People
now.
take notice of wealthy men. Shouldn't be too hard to track down Karen's collector.
So the only reason it was locked was because we had to come here
Ruined!
for that quest.
Calm yourself, Lord Ignac, I beg of you, before you do yourself a mischief.
Pardon the intrusion, but
Out! Get out! I paid for these rooms so I wouldn't be disturbed. Leave me be!
Please, allow me to apologize. His lordship is going through a difficult time, and he's never been fond of guests arriving unannounced.
Radim! Get rid of the filthy oaf this instant!
Very good, Lord Ignac. Would you mind stepping outside for a moment?
I'm sorry if I've caused you any trouble.
That? Oh, no. That's just how his lordship is. Though the morning's events have left him somewhat fractious. He has been dispossessed of his luggage, you see. The thieves also made away with a considerable amount of coin. Coin the innkeeper will soon be keen to collect.
I don't suppose a certain blade was among the stolen items. A single-edged sword. It was purchased from a merchant friend of mine.
Ah, you know Lady Karen? Yes, I'm afraid it was.
Then I'll retrieve Lord Ignac's luggage. But I have one condition.
You have but to state it. You are welcome to anything that is within my power to grant.
I want an audience with Lord Ignac. A few minutes should be enough. Then I'll be on my way.
A condition I would be a fool to refuse. Of course, you shall have your audience.
I don't suppose you saw where the thieves went?
I did not, no. Though some discreet inquiries made on his lordship's behalf mean that I know where you might find them. The bandit's bed.
Oh, how discreet.
Every ill-gotten coin in Dalimil is said to pass through that disreputable corner of the Valcroy.
Then that's where I'm heading.
I shall speak to Lord Ignac in your absence, and arrange for an audience upon your triumphant return.
That will be very kind of you.
Farewell, and best of luck.
Maybe the same bandits I'm looking for are also in the bandit's bed here.
So, you see my predicament?
What I saw was a room full of people who were angry and afraid. And with good reason by the sound of it. But if left to smolder, that anger and fear could set the entire town alight.
My thoughts exactly. What to do? Both sides wish to protect their homes and livelihoods, if only they could agree on how. But as long as they are divided, we are vulnerable.
And if there's one thing bandits like, it's an easy target.
What would Sid the Outlaw suggest?
Well...
Murder?
If it were my namesake. He'd let them choose for themselves. And be on hand to pick up the pieces when it all went wrong.
That sounds like a recipe for disaster.
A recipe for disaster is precisely what it is. But perhaps that realization would be enough to make them question the ingredients. While it's plain neither Conrad nor Natalie will countenance the other's proposal, it may still be possible to make them doubt their own. Before presenting them with a third option.
And that would be?
To pool our resources and save the city ourselves. Why fight each other?
When all that fear and anger can be directed at the bandits.
It appears we have a plan of action. Victor, pay Conrad a visit. See if you can't convince him of his folly. I'll speak with Natalie.
As you wish.
Your faces are not well known in this town. That may prove useful. Don't worry, Victor and I will do most of the talking. You need only play along.
Play along?
What he means to say is yes.
Eel. Okay, so we got someone right here.
Picture it, Conrad. Ah, here she is. The Lady of the Spear herself. Conrad, may I introduce you to Jane, commander of the Red Wings.
Oh, crazy.
The oldest mercenary guild in the Free Cities.
Final Fantasy IV reference.
A pleasure, my lady.
With the Red Wings.
The pleasure is all mine.
Lady Jane, question mark?
As I told you, I summoned the commander here from Canver to inquire about a contract.
Victor says you told him no. That there aren't any men left to hire. Is that true?
True as the crystals cracked. Nobles came and claimed every last one worth his salt. And not just from us Red Wings. You know of the 7 high houses. There must be 2 swords assigned each one. Granted, we have a few boys left. If it's boys you're looking for.
Well, Conrad, are you saying that Dalimil's finest cannot defend this town better than a gaggle of unblooded striplings? that a band of beardless youths could better avenge the deaths of your brave men than you yourselves?
Absolutely not. We'll show those bastards who they're dealing with.
I can't believe that actually worked.
Conrad's not what you call the brightest candle in the crypt. And there's a reason why I had you do the talking and not Sid. Well played, my lady.
Holy moly, it got very dark.
My shop.
If I had my pickaxe, I would...
I mean, it may still be possible to buy something, and we may get... Ah, here he is now. Natalie, allow me to introduce Lord Underhill of Randalar's prestigious League of Merchants.
Lord Underhill. At your service.
Underhill.
I was just telling the good lady of our conversation, my lord, and how you were lamenting the state of the capital's stores.
Lubor says that not only are the granaries almost empty, but that war and the blight mean this season's harvest won't be enough to fill them for winter.
Indeed, certainly that is the case. The nobles in the capital are buying up the city's stocks of barley and wine, driving the prices higher than most commoners can afford. It is only a matter of time before the peasants revolt.
It is worse than I thought. If what Lord Underhill says is true, I fear we have little hope of
Clive is
supplementing
quite
our
the actor.
stores, meager though they regrettably are. And while I applaud your endeavors to dissuade our more bellicose
What is your first name,
citizens
Mr.
from
Underhill?
seeking vengeance,
I don't know.
I sense Conrad is not wrong in his assessment of the bandits' likely return. Which means that now, more than ever, we will need to secure what little we still have. Food, weapons, herbs, everything. If our humble town is to endure not only this hardship, but those that are certain to follow, we must stand united.
All right. If it will help to protect my home, I'll do it. But you needn't have gone through this charade.
Thank you, Clive. Your performance was nothing if not workmanlike.
She saw right through it.
I didn't say it was good, merely that it produced the desired effect. Now, my scouts should be returning shortly. Meet me back at the Briar's Kiss, and we shall see what we face.
Just let me go kill the bandits.
I'm not convinced our roles in this ruse were entirely necessary.
I don't know. Conrad seemed quite taken with you.
I like how we're just doing all this stuff, you know, like usual.
Mummy,
and Barnabas is on his ship just sailing to us. Do 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 do.
Oh, I'm fucking leaving.
Good news, Sid. Both Conrad and Natalie have somewhat gracefully accepted their new roles. With time, they may even learn to.
Time no longer appears to be the luxury it was before lunch.
I take it your scouts found the bandits.
Technically, it would be the bandits who found my scouts. It appears they march for Dalimil as we speak. All of them.
You're not serious.
They don't just want food, they want the whole damn town.
Well, they shall die hungry then.
I have a favor to ask. I'm told the bandits march in two groups, one from the south and one from the desert, in a move doubtless intended to stretch our already gossamer-thin defenses.
Very well. Jill and I will meet those from the desert. But what of the rest?
The rest, my friend, the city shall fight. Together. The stakes, I concede, are high. But if this does not unite Dalimil, nothing will.
That is a lot of faith to put into those who had their hands around each other's throats but a moment ago.
Then it will be for us to see that their hands are kept occupied. And I do mean us.
I thought you might say that.
We'll hold them off for as long as we can.
And we will do the same.
I will dust every one of these bandits. I assume we're just going right out here? Where are these fools?
The women folk have come to welcome us.
Yeah.
I'll take that one.
It's all yours.
They mean to overwhelm us.
Oh, is that how they overwhelm us? I got some else for him. Can't say the Sultan? Oh shit. Do I have the potion? Okay, Mr. Sultan, if that is your real name. Come get these hands.
Too slow. Over here.
This guy got an old-fashioned ass whooping. I'm telling you, man, when you parry with Titan, it feels so good.
The townspeople. Could they have held out?
I don't hear any fighting. What do you think?
That we should hurry.
Let's go save them. Was there no fighting?
Natalie, I owe you an apology. You did well out there. The inn would have been lost had you not held the line.
Without you, there would have been no line to hold. You saved us, Conrad. You saved Dalimil.
We all saved Dalimil.
Hello? Clive is like,
Conrad seems to have had a change of heart.
I'd say they both have.
I take it from your presence that our visitors from the desert won't be joining us either. Pity.
The plan worked, Sid. Granted, it only took an army of bloodthirsty bandits at our gate.
Calm now, Victor. Why quibble over the details? We are united, and that is all that matters.
Oh, was Victor the guy we talked to when we first came to Dalmekia? When he did the 5-year time jump?
I'll take that as a compliment.
I think that was Victor.
Our friends seem to have things under control. For now, at least. Let's go and put Otto's mind at rest.
Okay, but first... Oh, I can't even go to Martha or Isabel yet. It's still locked out. I wonder if something is happening there. I can't focus at all. Okay, well let's... Is there a faster way here? No, not at all. Okay. It's interesting because I can go up here. Drake's Deep I can't. So there, but that'll unlock eventually. Come on, buddy. Yeah, that damn barrel. Barrel in the sand stopped us. Like always. Oh, yep, it's a Akashic. Of course it is. Well, that thing's scary. Is that a hunt? Or is it just an Akashic coral? Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Doesn't matter.
We've got company.
His name's the Innkeeper?
Come on, lads, let's tear the bastard's head off.
The Bedmaker, the Innkeeper? Knock his stagger down so much. When you parry and you hit him with the 3 combo, their stagger drops so much. It's kind of insane. Kind of difficult to time, but once you get it, it feels good.
This must be Ignac's luggage. Nothing seems to be damaged. All right. Let's get it back to Dalimil.
I hear I have you to thank for the return of my effects. What shall I call you, my good man?
Mr. Underhill.
Wyvern. Glad to make your acquaintance.
A formidable name indeed. Well, Wyvern, I appear to be in your debt. Redeem here tells me you wished for an audience. Is that all?
A few moments of your time should suffice, yes.
You're a peculiar fellow, Wyvern. All right, speak.
Master Wyvern was wondering if you could tell him about a certain single-edged sword you recently acquired.
Oh, a true work of art, that one. Karen drove me hard on the price, but I would have sold her Radim here to get my hands on that sword. It was made in the
Radim is like,
Isles, far beyond the Twin.
I'm right here, man.
And is used exclusively by the practitioners of a unique school of swordsmanship. They believe no combat should ever exceed a single strike, and hone their blades to such perfection that none ever does.
It's a Genji blade.
Each sword is made for that one perfect stroke,
isn't.
and for that stroke only. They crack upon a second blow. There's a brutal sort of beauty to it.
Just some insane samurai sword.
How do they hone such an edge?
Fine question. Why, they use a whetstone, of course. Whetstones, rather. A whole array of them, ranging from the coarse to the fine. 10,000 licks with the sharpening stone, then 10,000 more. But it is the final stone which lends the blade its legendary sharpness. A mineral quite foreign to this great realm of ours. And that is the key. The secret ingredient. Wyvern, it occurs to me that my little lecture is hardly equal to services rendered. Take this, together with my regards. The very stone of which I spoke, far rarer among collectors than even the blade itself, and a far more fitting payment.
Thank you.
Pardon the intrusion, my lordship. However, it is long past time we prepared ourselves to depart.
So it is. I am locked in bitter competition with a rival collector of curiosities. I am one step ahead of the unscrupulous scoundrel, but he is hard at my heels.
Are there many other collectors out there?
Too many to count, but only one do I consider my nemesis. Lord Byron Rosfield. And is a perennial thorn in my side.
I can imagine.
Farewell, Wyvern. May our paths cross again.
So good.
Radim, we mustn't dawdle.
Unky Byron's at the auction house. 10 million.
I think
12
his
million.
lordship is rather taken
50
with you,
million.
Master Wyvern. Thank you again for your assistance. Coming, my lordship. I'll be right there.
Trust Uncle Byron to find such an interesting rival. Now, let's see what Blackthorn makes of this whetstone, shall we?
So...
Okay, well, I don't think there's anything else we can do now, right? We're not allowed to go anywhere. It's locked, it's locked. Yeah, let's just head back. After all that, I'm sure something happened. There'll be reason to chat with people now.
I noticed you and Torgal had gone off somewhere. Take him for a walk, did you?
You could say that.
So, Molly's leftovers weren't good enough, eh?
Nope.
That'll teach me for treating you like you're still a pup. All right, no need to shout. Now we know what you're after, I can see about getting some in.
Speaking of which, I brought one for later. Can I leave it with you?
If this does not satisfy Torgal's ancestral hunger, chances are nothing will. Once again, the flavor text is top-notch.
I'm nice like that. In return, you can thank Tomes for me. The bloody know-it-all.
I was just on my way to see him.
Seems the hideaway is lost.
Is a storm coming, Sid?
Ah, Clive. Were you able to locate your quarry?
We were indeed, Lawsman. You pointed us in exactly the right direction. And Torgal's been a very happy hound ever since.
Very good, very good.
Lady Karen sends her thanks, by the way, for your part in solving the mystery.
Ah. But that reminds me. After your last visit, I found myself pondering Torgal's talents. Do you recall our conversation concerning Lady Jill's role in Torgal's transformation?
About how she somehow woke the power within him.
Precisely that. A reasonable conclusion, I thought. But one which raised certain questions in my mind. You see, the Fenrir of legend served Shiva and Shiva alone. And while the powers attributed to him are certainly impressive, the records imply they are somewhat different in nature to those you described Torgal as having used.
What are you suggesting?
That Torgal may be the beneficiary of more than one icon's power. Consider that in addition to Lady Jill, he has served as a loyal companion to you, your brother, and even the late Sid. In short,
true.
The icons hitherto near at hand, or should I say at paw, have been diverse and plenty, and that number has only grown as the realm's dominance have fallen to your sword. One can but speculate as to how all of this has affected Torgal.
He has seemed more fierce of late.
And if I am not mistaken, he will grow fiercer still. We are fortunate indeed to be able to count him amongst our allies and not our adversaries.
Oh, he's more than an ally. He's a friend.
He's more than a friend. Caval's Fang. Slightly increases Torgal's attack potency. Even a legendary king, surrounded by the realm's greatest knights and blessed by the very heavens, would have found himself hard-pressed to unite the warring tribes of ancient Valisthea. Fortunately, he had the help of his fine and trusty hound, Caval. Chompy? Okay, we can finish up these two side quests now.
Sorry for the wait, but hopefully he'll agree it was worth it.
You learned something about that sword then?
I did better than that.
A whetstone?
Yes. But not one you'll find anywhere in Valisthea.
No wonder I couldn't get the same finish on the grinding wheel. One hit and all done, eh? Might not be so bad if all you ever fought were duels. Good luck on the battlefield. Your second opponent would be your last, no matter how good you were.
Even so, is there some way it could be used to give the curse breakers an edge?
I think so, yeah. With this whetstone and the right kind of steel, I could probably even make a twin of the blade that rattled me. but there'd be no replacing this little rock once I worn it down to a sliver. I reckon we get a dozen swords from it, if that. Swords that the curse breakers wouldn't know how to wield properly, and that would see them through a single fire piece. Nah, no point trying to copy that thing. Be about as much use as a wax anvil. But finishing our blades with a whetstone this fine, now that's something to consider. And what's finer than fallen masonry, eh? Or more hard-wearing, for that matter. Just imagine it. Good Valisthian steel with an edge as sharp as any found in the Outer Isles. I won't make a copy, nah. I'll make something much better.
I'm sure the curse breakers will be delighted. Just don't push yourself too hard.
Don't you worry about me, sunshine. I've been working day and night since I was half your age, and I'll still be here when you're long gone. Hey.
Don't say that.
Thanks, Clive. I mean it. I owe you one. August too. It's good to know someone's looking out for me.
You'll be happy to hear you said that.
And I'll see that my debt to you's paid. First new blade I make's got your name on it. You come and find me when you've got the materials.
All right. I will.
Okay, what do you got for me? What has unlocked? Excalibur.
What do you want?
Make Excalibur for me, you coward. Gremlin can hide in Scarletite. Dude, how can it be weaker than Brightburn? You're killing me, game. You're killing me.
Anything else?
I heard the Emperor was impaled on his
We're all gonna die! You hear me? The Akashic are coming and they won't stop until they've slaughtered every single one of us!
How do you suppose they'll manage that?
I mean, they have to swim.
Never seen one of the blue bastards swim?
All this fuss over a few dark clouds. All right there, Sid? How's that hunt for the bomb ash going?
Oh, it was fine.
I have it here.
There's about 5,000 of them, though, so.
That's the stuff. And plenty of it, too. Enough to keep the Olympic bubbling away for a good old while. You're a gent, Sid. Let nothing say otherwise. Right then, let's get this contraption up and running. There we have it. The Telemon Alembic. And it works just like the chief said it would.
Very impressive.
Says the man who cut down a burning boulder. Speaking of which, I still haven't returned the favor.
There's no need. The good it will do for the hideaway is reward enough.
Don't be silly. Why don't you let me take a look at that bag of yours? The one you keep your potions in. Reckon I could work some magic on that, huh?
What kind of magic?
Well, we happen to have isolated a substance in our test run of the Alembic that I reckon will make even the toughest lever supple as anything. Thought we might use it to breathe new life into old boots and the like. Save the hideaway a few gil. Ah, I reckon if we slap a bit on your bag, it'll loosen it up enough for you to squeeze in a bottle or two more.
Oh!
Well, it can't hurt to try, I suppose.
That's the spirit. Leave it with me. I'll only be a mo.
I honestly didn't think this was gonna happen. I did not think we were gonna get potion increase.
What do you reckon?
It certainly feels more flexible.
Right? Told you.
Thank you. I think.
No. Thank you for supporting Mid and the rest of us in our endeavors. Without you, we'd never have been able to discover wonders like that stuff I rubbed on your bag. And I'm telling you, there's plenty more where that came from.
Well, keep rubbing then. Treated potion satchel. Necessary for increasing consumable inventory. Yay! How much did my inventory increase? 2, 1, 1, and 1? I mean...
All this fuss over a few dark clouds.
Could have been 2, 2, 2, and 2.
I can hardly lift my arms.
What?
The injuries suffered by both your brother and the prince were bad enough. But that wound above Joshua's heart is unlike anything I've ever seen. Were he not a dominant, I fear he would have succumbed to it long ago.
Earlier in the stream, they were like, oh, did you see those 2 people that are in Taria's clinic? And I was like, what the hell are they talking about? 2 people? Who would be in there? I can't believe Dion's here. I thought he was dead. And Joshua was like, I promised him to do this and to like get him out of there and like bury him good or something. Give him a burial. I didn't know he was still alive. He moved his head. Confirmed. Dion confirmed alive. What the fudge? Joshua, buddy, you alive? His head moved. Joshua also confirmed alive. Yeah, I thought he died there. Because literally everyone else that has given us their power has died.
How may I help you today, Clive? It's not true. We've lost so much. Is everything we've received and everything promised?
The god of Gregor teaches us that to walk with the wretched is an act of greater good. If we are to accept this truth, then one could not rightly call he who follows this path an outlaw.
All yours. All done?
Okay, so I could talk to Otto right now. Well, no, I have to finish this stuff because, like, they're locked up right now. Yeah, let's talk.
Was wondering when you turn up. Hellos from all our friends thanking you for your timely intervention. How is it you always manage to arrive at just the right moment?
I don't know.
Luck, I suppose. Any word on the rest of the realm?
Let's see. Storm's still crying out for mother crystals. The nations are still in chaos. And the skies are still the colour of a kick in the kidneys 2 days on. So...
Right.
Clive, we knew this was going to happen. Well, not the bleeding skies part, but you take my point. Now's not the time to second-guess yourself. Now's the time to visit the infirmary. Talia says your brother's awake.
I was just there,
Thank
Otto.
you, Otto.
I was just there, you snooze, and I came to you. At what point did Talia talk to you and tell you that? Everyone's a frickin' magician in this game.
So it was not Sylvester, but Olivier who served as Ultima's puppet. And when Dion learned of this, he sought to slay the fiend. Only for his father to take the spear that would have freed him. Enough to drive a man to madness.
Small wonder he hasn't stirred. I would be afraid to wake.
Had I but reached out to him sooner, warned him of the threat Ultima posed. But now, both an empire and her prince lie broken.
Joshua, what do you know of Ultima?
Well, I feel like we're about to learn a lot.
Very little, I'm afraid.
Nope.
Despite my best efforts.
Or not.
18 years ago, as I lay buried beneath the rubble of Phoenix Gate, 'twas not death who came for me, but another. And it was while in my rescuer's care, I first heard of Ultima. I've been chasing his shadow ever since. Ultima is driven by some deep, dark purpose, and for whatever reason, it would seem you are crucial to his designs. He will stop at nothing to have you, even if that means toppling an empire.
But why me? What possible use could I be to such a creature?
That is one of many answers that have eluded me. Yet, I am certain of this. It is not mere chance. You were chosen for a reason. All dominants carry within them the might of an icon. Nigh limitless power that is at once acutely limited. I wield fire, and only fire.
And I only ice. 8 wardens for 8 elements. But you, Clive.
You are different. You're special. Your abilities begin with the flames of Ifrit. But they do not end there. The fact Ifrit can even exist goes against everything we thought we knew of dominance. Perhaps Ultima has been waiting for one such as you, whose potential is truly limitless.
I've encountered that thing several times now. If it or he, as you say, needs me, why hasn't he claimed me as he did the boy?
Were I to hazard a guess, I'd say the two of you are somehow incompatible. His mind not properly attuned to your body.
His mind?
Mind, awareness, spirit, call it what you wish. But I believe Ultima to be an embodiment of the concept. This is why I struggle and fail to contain him here inside me.
I'm sorry. Inside you?
With every setting sun, I feel my strength wane. And though the Phoenix's flames mend the prison I have made for Ultima, they do so at a cost. We must find a means to bring an end to him before I meet my own.
What were you thinking?
It was that or let him take Clive. And I've always had a soft spot for my brother.
But that doesn't mean you should sacrifice yourself to save me.
Joshua.
Clive, it's Gav.
There's an army of Akashic at the gates of Canver.
Think it's bad.
Well, what's the short of it?
I thought Tyre told you. The capital of the Free Cities is under siege by an army of monstrosities. The city guard are doing their best to stem the tide, but numbers ain't on their side.
What of Lord Byron and Mid? Were they able to escape?
No, but they're all right for now. They're hiding with Gav at midship.
We have to get them out of there.
And we shall. Otto, prepare a Stolas. Tell Gav to stay exactly where he is.
Understood.
Vivian, what's the swiftest route to the Free Cities?
That sounds like a question for the map.
Yeah!
Look here.
Map time!
This road, through Tabor, should provide the least trouble.
Good.
What a coincidence. Tabor is exactly where I'm bound.
Joshua, Bed is where you should be bound.
You don't think I told him the exact same thing?
Were Tyre not such a talented healer, I would surely have been inclined to agree. But, thanks to her ministrations, I feel I may safely rejoin my attendant, who was to wait for me in Tabor if we became separated.
All right, we travel together.
Clive!
It's so good!
If he stays close to me, he'll be fine.
Thank you, brother.
I'll look after him.
My attendant was with me in the Dominion before I primed. She would have watched the battle unfold and witnessed its outcome. I trust you'll be waiting for me in Tabor, where I can finally introduce you.
Yeah, please. Oh, we can't go anywhere else. Also, right now, frick it, I'm learning Gigaflare. There we go.
You know how I feel about this, but your brother's stubbornness knows no bounds. I'm starting to think it runs in the family.
Mm-hmm. Bro, what, you have more hunts? Hey, little fart, you sent me after Svarog. Do you remember that? Oh, and when you fight him and die to them, it's not question marks anymore. The Breaker of Worlds will probably change his name as well. But yeah, no. The Pack. A team of curse breakers traveling through Tabor to the fields of Caravo were met by a group of hunters from the village who warned them not to stray too far from the main road. For in a gully not far hence rested a pack of wolves that even such practiced hunters as they would not dare to wake, despite the fine luster of the animals' pelts. Too many of their friends had succumbed to temptation, only to be torn from limb to limb. Okay, well, let's grab... Holy moly, there's so many side quests.
Did you see that?
It seems the hideaway's lost
blasted
its
book.
appetite.
Here, you put me in this situation, Clive. You can bloody well get me out of it. I need a hand with a recipe.
Are you sure it's me you're looking for? I'm not much of a cook.
I'm all the cook will be needing, thank you very much. What I want from you is a little of your time, right? Oh, and perhaps your sword. You remember Ivan's stew, right? Well, despite the look of the thing, and that awful stench, people wolf it down. So I thought I'd try making one of these supposed masterpieces myself. Had a peek at the book and gave it a go, but, well...
It wasn't as straightforward as you'd hoped. Yvonne had the same problem.
Yeah, but this is my blooming kitchen, and I will not be outdone. So if you don't want to be seen as playing favourites, I suggest you lend me a hand.
I've never been one to play favourites, Molly. And I would be only too happy to lend you a hand. So, what's on the menu this time?
A fried mortress of skyworm. That's one heck of a name, innit? Recipe seemed easy enough to an old hand like myself. Thought I'd followed it to a T. Only, turns out skyworm livers and drake's mint are not what I thought they were. At least I hope they're not, given the rancid mess they made.
Yvonne said the recipes in the culinary pilgrimage date back centuries. Who's to say the ingredients even exist anymore?
Well, that's a question for a scholar, wouldn't you say? Perhaps you know of one? Kindly old fella who haunts the shelves, maybe?
Nope.
Fine.
Don't know who you could be talking about.
I'll go and speak to Harpocrates. Perhaps he'll know something. And if he does, I'll see if I can find your
good thing old
ingredients for you.
Dusty Bones
You do
Holmes
that.
got out of the attack from
Lest we forget,
Hugo.
You've got a reputation to uphold.
We'd be lost without him. We wouldn't know shit all. Also, did you notice? Wait, where'd that? Right here. These are that bread recipe that guy made after the side quest we did.
Sid! Look what the curse breakers brought back from Dalmekia. Said they were all the rage in Dalamil. Looks sort of funny if you ask me.
I'll be damned.
Have you had one before?
Something smells good. What are we having?
Bombs! And they are good. You should try one.
Hey? The bloody great hole in it. Who ate the rest?
It's supposed to be hollow, silly. Haven't you ever seen Drake's Fang?
Yeah, Otto, you fucking idiot.
Is a storm coming, Sid? Will there be...
Sid, perhaps you can help me solve a mystery.
I can certainly try.
Of course.
Who's gone missing this time?
It's not who, but what. Mid-scales, the ones she made for her workshop. I borrowed them to teach the little ones about weight, and shortly after the lesson, well, they vanished. My first thought was that they'd taken them off somewhere to play, but when I asked, they swore they had nothing to do with their having disappeared. Which almost certainly means they had everything to do with it.
Perhaps a visit from Sid will jog their memories.
I think it just might. Thank you. I don't like to imagine that my pupils would lie to me. But if they have, I'll have no choice but to discipline them accordingly. They were in the atrium when I last saw them, as always.
Okay, Tomes, give me the good news.
Lawsman Harpocrates, I've come to pick your brain if you don't mind. It's about the book you lent Yvonne.
Ah, Valisthea, A Culinary Pilgrimage, a classic. One of my favorites, in fact. The young man did a wonderful job with the Chance's stew. I do hope we shall be able to sample more such marvels in due course.
That's actually why I'm here. I don't suppose you know where I might find skyworm livers and drake's mint.
Ah, so the fabled Sandbricois delicacy is next on the menu. Delightful. The descriptions of fried mortress never fail to make my mouth water. Now, skyworm is a somewhat antiquated name for the wyvern. their ground livers being the paste from which the mortress is made.
Dragon livers? How very Sambraquois.
One would have thought the disciples of Bahamut would have a touch more reverence for their icon's brethren, but apparently not. I believe the specific dragon the recipe demands is the blueback wyvern, said to be the very color of the sea beside which it resides.
So we know where to look for our liver. But what about the drake's mint?
Saint's bonnet in contemporary parlance, a herb which grows along the North Reach coast. I gather that one can locate the cheerful yellow flowers by their heady scent alone, so I'm sure you'll have no trouble finding them. I may add that people once believed game was best served with the flora that sustained it in life, in which regard fried mortress of skyworm is undoubtedly a typical dish of the time.
Meaning that if I find one, I find the other. To Northreach, then.
Best of luck, Clive. And do save me a bite once the dish is complete.
Is a storm coming soon?
It seems the hideaway has lost its...
Oops.
What am I gonna do?
Is everything all right, Goots? You seem more discomposed than usual.
Oh, I don't know what that means, but I'm in a bit of a muddle. Oh, I think Nan might be in trouble, and she's...
It's all right. You can tell me.
There was a trader came by. One of our usuals, like. Said he'd heard some rotten rumours about her down Dalimil Way. Folk are saying she's been selling to bandits and cutthroats and that. I mean, she's fond of a chance to make a coin or two, aye, but she'd never do business with baddies. Especially not the kind who go hurting people who haven't done out. I wanted to ask her about it myself, but I'm scared she'll give us a tongue lashing. She'd never give your tongue a lashing, though, would she?
Don't worry.
I'm not afraid of a
I'll
lashing.
speak to her.
Oh, thanks, Clive. You'll let me know what she says, won't you?
Of course. I'm sure it's all just a misunderstanding.
I heard the Emperor was impaled on his...
We're all gonna die! You hear me?
I love walking by that person. We're all gonna
What do you reckon
die.
we should do?
Sid! Hard at your studies, I see. And what is that? It's not a set of scales, is it?
No. Of course it isn't.
Well, not anymore, it's not. Oh,
And just how long hasn't it been one?
we're sorry.
But we didn't break them. We dismembered them.
Just like Miss Mididol showed us.
Miss Mididol? And why would she have you dismembering her creations?
Because that's the only way to become a ninja-neer.
Miss Mididol said, the best way to see how something works is to take it apart and put it back together again.
Well then, your work is already half done. Carry on.
About that.
The taking apart was easy enough, but it's the putting back we can't work out.
Speak for yourself. The heavy thing goes at the bottom. Then...
You three need to learn to take responsibility for your actions. So let's have a look at these parts with fresh eyes, shall we?
I feel like this is pretty simple to put back together.
All right. Everything here was once part of Miss Mididol's scales. Every piece has its own role to play, and each is just as important as the others. If even one of them is missing, the scales won't work. So let's think about what those roles might be. You already know one of the pieces, the body. Its role is to support everything else. But what of the others? This is called the arm. Why do you suppose that is? It doesn't look much like an arm.
You're right. It looks more like a wing. Like a chocobo wing!
You've ridden a chocobo before, haven't you, Sid? Will you teach me to ride one day?
Focus, children.
I'll think about it. Now, what do arms do?
Slap children who don't listen
So
and
wait,
break things.
Maybe this arm holds things too?
Good thinking. You're on the right track.
Oh. Yeah, that.
These round parts are called the pans. You all know what a pan is, don't you?
I do. Molly uses them in the kitchens to fry bangers. But these aren't for frying bangers, you idiot. They're for weighing stuff. But what if I wanted to weigh Goots? I don't think he'd fit on that little thing.
Probably not.
What are the chains for?
Leave Goots alone.
Holding the pans up?
Well spotted. Which means something must hold the chains up in turn. This tiny piece is what's called a cogwheel, or gear. Have you ever seen one before?
I have. Miss Minidole's dungeon is full of them. Most are on the floor.
She puts them in all her inventions. They spin round and round and round and round and...
That's right. They're very useful when you want to make things move. Do you remember if there was anything on the scales that moved?
I remember the arm moved when I tried weighing an apple. And then somebody ate it.
It's not my fault. You shouldn't have tried weighing it before lunch.
You know what part's supposed to move and how it's supposed to move. So, let's put the pieces together first, see what doesn't move, and then stick the cogwheel to that.
Not a bad idea. You see? It's not so difficult. So, now that we've taken stock of the parts and learned what they do, what do you think?
I think we've got it.
Then here's what we'll do. You tell me what goes where, and I'll put the scales together.
Well, obviously you need to start with the body. All the other pieces fit onto it, don't they?
And the arms go on the body, just like real arms. Or wings, if you're a chocobo. And then the arms hold the pans by the chains.
Very good. Let's see if that works. There. All finished.
Yes! We did it!
Well, with Sid's help.
Oh, I just put the pieces together. It was you three engineers who showed me how.
That's right. We're Miss Minidole's hairs.
Her hairs?
Yeah, hairs for the future. She's showing us her secrets now, so we can help out the hideaway when we're older.
What do you think, Sid? Are we almost ready?
Yep.
With a little more help from Miss Mididole and Miss Shirley, I'd say it won't be long at all.
You hear that? It won't be long.
Until then, though, do try to be honest with Miss Shirley.
Hey, look! We never used the cogwheel.
You don't think Sid forgot about it, do you?
Bro, I was thinking the same thing. I was like, where's the cogwheel? Good job, Sid. So I guess we'll just do the ones that we can do here, and then we'll just go to the Crowsjit Echoes. I know it's been like a long time, like we've known Joshua's been alive for a long time. But I was just thinking back to, like, the marketing and everything, and, like, pretty much all the marketing was, like, led you to believe that at Phoenix Gate, Ifrit kills Joshua and Phoenix. Pretty much when you put two and two together in marketing, when you watched everything through the marketing, you were led to believe that. But then I thought about it, and I'm thinking back to the time when I was like, people were talking about, like, all the voice actors and everything. Like, oh, this person voices Clive, this person voices Benedicta. I don't remember one time them being like, oh, here's Joshua's voice actor. So I guess it was like another way to, like, lead you to believe that he's just there as young Joshua in the Phoenix Gate. And then he's gone, so you're not going to talk about... Because if you talked about his voice actor all the time, people would be like, well, why is he getting so much marketing when he's only in the prologue? So yeah, just things I think about. What I'm getting at is it made perfect sense that in Final Fantasy terms that Joshua did not die where they made you believe he did, just with the course of how all the marketing and everything went.
Is a storm coming, Sin?
Well, did you solve the mystery?
It was as you thought. The children had the scales, or the parts of them at least. They dismantled them to see how they worked.
Oh, no, Mid will have my head.
Thankfully she won't. This might even have been her idea. Although I was the one who ended up teaching the lesson.
I'm so sorry, Sid. I know how busy you are. I shall see that the children are properly punished.
Please, there's no need. Mid seems to have taken the three of them under her wing. She's even calling them her heirs. She'd have them follow in her footsteps. And her father's.
I see. Sid, do you know why Mid has been spending so much time at the hideaway of late?
She told me it was because her studies have been interrupted by events in Canva. Is that not true?
No, it isn't. The university offered her a commission. In exchange for full tuition, room and board, they asked her to oversee the design of several new war engines. To anyone else it would be an opportunity, but to Mid, who lost both her parents to war, it was a bitter pill. One she was none too keen to swallow. But that should come as no surprise. She's only ever cared about bringing people hope. The very last thing war can be said to do.
Which explains her heirs. She's working to give them a better life. And so should I. What's the odd engineering lesson?
Oh, you've given them far more than that. And I'm sure they're very grateful.
Yeah, Prince, exactly. And that's why I think they didn't talk about him at all. To just throw you off the trail. Even though I had my suspicions from the get-go. Yeah, exactly. I think that's why they didn't say anything. I mean, I could just not have been noticing. Maybe they were saying about it. I don't know. I just didn't notice it.
Lady Karen. How's business?
Not nearly as foul as the weather.
You're doing good trade then? Both in and out of the hideaway?
Can't complain. Wait. What exactly are you getting at?
Nothing.
Not once in 5 long years do you pay my affairs half a care. But here you are today, raking me over the coals like a bloody popoto.
Just asking. Out of interest.
She's bad. Get out of there.
All right. I'm here because I was told that certain rumors have been circulating. About you selling weapons to brigands.
Oh, are you? And who was it who knows me so well as to tell tales of my evil exploits?
Goats.
I didn't exactly hear firsthand.
Goats did it.
All I know is that someone in Dalimil has been spreading word to that effect.
And what? You believe it? You think I'm profiting off the blood of innocents, do you?
No.
Look, I've done things I'm not proud of. Might be there were a time when I turned a blind eye to the wretchedness of the world so I could line my pocket. But that woman is no more. And you'd know that if you'd ever paid the slightest bit of notice.
I didn't think you were doing
All
it.
right, Lady Karen. I apologize. It was wrong of me to doubt you.
No, it was. Now, I reckon you've got better things to do than pointing your do-gooding finger at a poor old woman.
Of course. Good day.
Oh, thanks for that, Goots. Thanks for that. I got yelled at for it. Hey, you!
I spoke with Lady Karen.
She hates us both now.
What did she say?
That the rumors were unfounded, and that I was a fool for thinking they might hold any truth, along with some other things that made her feelings clear. And while it sounds like she may have done things she regretted in her past, she says those days are behind her.
Oh, well, that's good. I knew Nan wasn't caught up in out bad. But why would people say she was? What did she ever do to them? It's not right.
No, it's not.
But we'll
People
kill
do
them.
things for all sorts of reasons. Perhaps we'll never know.
Well, I'm going to find out. That trader, he said they were all talking about her in Dalimil. So that's where I'm going. I'll find someone who'll tell me, you'll see.
Are you sure that's wise? Whoever's spreading these rumors means Karen ill.
Oh, right. But that's why you'll be coming with me, isn't it, Clive?
I suppose it is.
I mean, not really, because we're not allowed to go anywhere else. So. We're just going here. A wind-blasted sprawl of bottomless ravines, latticed with the colossal flotsam of a people fallen. The crawl's jet echoes. Pretty. Cloak and dagger.
It's like a dream. The four of us out walking like we used to.
Enjoying this, are you? Gav and the others could be in danger as we speak.
You're right. I'm sorry. Yote is a fine scout. If Canville was attacked, she will already have begun gathering information.
Tabor isn't far. We should pick up the pace.
That seemed a little unnecessary, Clive. Joshua was like, it's a dream come true, the four of us to be walking together. You fuck? Gav could be in danger and you're enjoying this? Like, calm down. What the hell was that? Okay, well, we can go do all these other things now.
We can use the ruins to cross the ravine.
Assuming they will allow it, the Echoes have a will of their own.
Oh, we know.
All yours, Torgal. Farewell.
I want to try this move.
You lose. Farewell.
Jill dealt with it.
Tell us about Yote, Joshua.
She's strong-willed, loyal, and deadly with a blade. Much like Clive, but with better manners.
Oh, there's a dead chocobo there.
Get him.
Rest in peace, buddy.
I do. Where are you off to now, then? Bound for the Free Cities, perhaps? Oh, no need to say if you'd rather not. We all have our reasons. Ain't exactly feeling like sharing with strangers myself at the mo. Truth be told, I could do with a bit of inspiration. Don't know which way to turn no more. Was doing a roaring trade back in Oriflamme. Right up until the poor Drake lost her noggin. So, thought I'd try me luck in the desert. And the Fang went the same way. And don't get me started on the mess in the bloomin' Dominion. Suppose I could try Canver next. But knowing my luck, the old place be crawling with the works before I'd even sat out me stall. But as I always say, where there's crisis...
He's just like me. Everywhere he goes, destruction follows.
Opportunity to mint Gil, that is. So, where to next? Is there any money to be made in Ash? Do orcs even carry Gil?
Yeah, go fight some orcs.
You're injured.
Thanks, Clive.
What happened here? Where are your comrades?
Ether flood. Up ahead. It swallowed our camp while we slept. My own men did this. Turned every last one of them. There's a village not far from here. Tabor. The people were kind to us. It's only a matter of time before they won't stand a chance. We can't let those monsters reach the...
I'll go. You catch your breath.
Thank you. Our encampment is up ahead. Just off the track. They must not reach. Tabor. Forgive me, Lord Kupka.
Rest well, soldier.
Now we got bad blood.
You said the encampment was close. Let's hope the Akashic are still there.
Another ether flood. They're everywhere now.
We can't go around it.
Then we'll just have to be careful.
Good. I got here in time.
All yours, Torgal. Now, Torgal! Go,
Dude, Joshua is insane.
This one. Get him. Go, Torgal.
Is someone there? Please, I can't move my leg.
That doesn't sound like an Akashic.
Sorry, sir, I've accepted too many quests. I don't see where you are. Are you up here?
You're with the battalion?
I am. I heard the fighting. Are the others?
Taken care of. One of your brothers in arms told me what happened and asked for help.
Another survivor? Where is he? Tell me.
Oh, he's not
His
alive.
Wounds were too deep.
He was right to send you. Those things you slew are no longer my brothers.
I like how his name is Dying Republican Soldier.
You've earned it.
Seems okay. Yeah, that literally just happened to me. Prince.
You seem familiar.
Just the column of fire that shot up.
Have we met?
It scared me.
You must have me confused with someone else.
Wait. That scar.
Son of a whore. You're Sid. I was there in Cosnis when you killed my brothers. I was there in Rosalith when you killed my commander.
My war with Hugo Kupka is over. I bear no ill will toward those who followed him.
What of my ill will? Coward! Draw your steel. Lord Kupka shall be avenged!
When your wounds have healed and your head has cooled, come and find me if you must. Though I hazard your life would be better spent in service of those who need it. Or have you forgotten your oath to the Republic?
My oath? What would you know of oaths?
I know how hard they are to keep. Which is why I'm giving you the chance to keep yours.
No. I won't be deceived. Lord Kupka told us of your crimes. You are an outlaw. A murderer, not some...
Man, Like you or anyone else.
I am nothing like you. But if you're not gonna kill me, then go. Leave! Just know that I will find you, Sid. Someday. You will regret not killing me when you had a chance, Sid. I will avenge my master.
Ain't mess with him.
Careful. Out of our way.
We're nearly there.
Have you been to Tabor before?
There are a few places I haven't.
Clive doesn't like killing people. It's just how he's been. So could that be bad that he let him live? Sure, it could. But he doesn't like killing people and he doesn't have to. So that's why he's... Maybe I should have done it. Maybe I should have killed him. But... I don't know. I feel like it doesn't matter what I chose there.
Welcome, travelers. We don't get many visitors here in Tabor.
Where now, Joshua?
There is a residence just inside the city gates. She awaits us within.
And it's kind of crazy. We did a lot of side quests. A lot of side quests today. And we still have like 7 more to do. I guess we did do one main quest, which wasn't horrible. But it did take quite a bit. There really wasn't a lot of big story things that happened. We did kind of learn a little bit about Ultima. Although Joshua kind of knows nothing. He only knows like little details that he's kind of found out. But in the grand scheme of things, we still have no idea what Ultimate is. What Ultima wants or is. And then we got to go on a cool little adventure. The 4 of us for the first time. Bring a tear to your eye. And now we're going to find out who Yote actually is. According to Joshua, she's like super strong and... Well, we really haven't seen any of that yet. She's just kind of been caring for Joshua. The few times we've seen her. Trying to talk sense into him, but he's like, I'm stubborn. Like every Rosfield on the planet. I'm stubborn. So it'll be interesting to find out who, like, she actually is. Her true identity.